Don't be shy. Can I say that your attention is when sound comes properly? So can we say that your attention is towards me? So what is the source of attention? Consciousness. Hmm? Concentration, understanding, goal. What design? Is there any design that? What is that? Because ask question. That is why you are unable to think. My question remains the same. What is the source of attention? Curiosity. Okay. So what is the source of that? Who spoke? Me. Ah, what is me? I am. Okay. What is that which makes one sentient? What is that which makes us alive? Consciousness. If there is no consciousness, will be no attention. Hmm? That is right. Say yes or no. So what it means? Consciousness is all. It is consciousness which compels to say I am, isn't it? If there is no business, one cannot say I am, isn't it? It is because of consciousness one asserts I am, isn't it? Like in deep sleep, when the consciousness is inactive at rest, one does not say I am. Is it okay? One says I am when one wakes up in the morning after a sleep. So it means consciousness becomes active. So consciousness is prior to attention. Is it okay? Consciousness is prior to attention, before attention, prior to attention. It is consciousness which makes one sentient. ये चेतन जो किसी भी देह को सजीव बनाती है. If there is no consciousness, body is not insentient. This is the right word, sentient. अगर लुप्त हो जाए हो तो ये शरीर जो है सजीव नहीं है, निर्जीव है ना? बराबर. So with the consciousness comes I am. Is it okay? So it means I am is contained in the consciousness. When I am appears, I appears, the me feeling, the I thought appears, the you appears, isn't it? So it means I and you is contained in the consciousness. Okay? When the I appears, the universe appears. So simultaneously, like this. What appears first? What appears first? Conscious. Good. Now you are with me. Great achievement. When consciousness appears, everything appears with it, isn't it? It means everything is in the consciousness, isn't it? If there is no consciousness, you don't know whether this body is there or not. What you call my. You cannot say. Is it okay? When consciousness appears, what happens first? Body sense. Okay. I don't like vague assertions. It should be very clear. Hmm? What was the question? When consciousness appears, what happens first? It immediately identifies with the body. When it identifies with the body, it assumes that it is body. Is it okay? Any body available, a body of elephant or a body of mosquito. So what is the nature of consciousness? It is trying to find some support. So immediately, I don't know, maybe 1 million or 10 million or even more of a second, it identifies with the body. You cannot become even aware that it is identifying. When it identifies with the body, it believes, it assumes, it imagines that it is this body. Okay? Now, consciousness has identified, which actually has no form, no design, isn't it? It has no design, it has no form. Can you locate that it has any form? Now it has identified with the body, and now it believes that it is this body. Now, this body has a name: Leela, Manisha, Sakshi, Yuni, Sachidanand, Bodhi, whatever, isn't it? This body has the name. Now, how consciousness function after identification, after identifying with the body, the functioning starts. How? How it starts? Please speak little loud. Alertness. The sense of the sense of I and me appears. Okay. Yes, somebody. Pardon. मनीष क्या कह रहे हैं? Yes, Aropo. You are Aropo? I always forget. I mix. Does not matter. O R Swarupo, we have Swarup Bharti also. Where he is? Yeah, he is there. Now consciousness starts functioning. It functions through the senses. So how many senses we have? Five. You are sure? Oh, this consciousness starts functioning. How it functions? Okay, it functions through the senses. Okay, it functions through the sense. Means if there is no eye, one cannot see. If there is nose, one cannot smell. If there is no ear, cannot listen. Right? Cannot taste. Is it okay? So it functions through the senses. When consciousness arises, this body becomes active. When consciousness is not there, as in deep sleep, no senses is working. All the senses shutters down, isn't it? Shop is closed. Huh? All the shops are closed. You cannot purchase anything. What you are doing with the eyes, you are purchasing all the time, isn't it? You are shopping, and this is a open mall. Hmm? If there is no eye, one cannot see. So it means consciousness sees through the eyes. Is it okay? Through the ear, it listens, smell, taste, through the senses. Okay? No, consciousness is the source. Without source, this is your ATM or your bank or your fixed deposit, isn't it? Automatic. If there is no consciousness, there is no perceiving of the universe, not knowing of anything. All the senses are dead, inactive, isn't it? So it is consciousness on its arrival in the very morning. It makes senses alive, working, functioning, isn't it? But then everything becomes important and the very source is forgotten, isn't it? You perceive something, you see something, and you get involved there, and source is forgotten. What is this state? What is the state? You see something, now you're looking at hmm? You are involved here. You have forgotten that you are, isn't it? But what is pride? Can you see if you are not there as consciousness, as source, as center? You are listening to me very attentively, very, very attentively. It means consciousness, when functions, it functions through attention. Say consciousness is like a sun and attention is like a rays. Is it okay? Now consciousness in guise of attention goes towards the object, perceives the objects, returns back, then the mind recognizes it, and then you say, this is that. How it is happening? We may be very, very skillful, very efficient, having great knowledge of any sort. We don't have any knowledge about ourselves, isn't it? Do we have? Have you heard this kind of thing before? Do you think this is not important? You don't know how it is. You say me, I am me. This, that. But what is this? But how it is happening? Such a simple thing. Let us start again. You are in deep sleep. It means there is no knowing. Simply, isn't it? In deep, when you are dreaming, there will be a knowing. A fraction of consciousness is still active, isn't it? Neither is a waking state, nor it is a sleep state. In between something. Something is leaking. The water tank leaking little. सचिद समझ आ रही ना बात? अंग्रेजी बोलना चालू रखूं ना? नहीं तो आनंद स्वामी को समझ में नहीं आएगा. So in deep sleep, there is no knowing. When you wake up, knowing starts. It means the sun is arising. Okay? And when you wake up, you are little hazy, blurred, eh? Not perfectly. You know, the light is becoming more and more like a sunrise. So it is like a sunrise. Let us say, let us assume, let us believe that consciousness is like a sun. When the sun comes, rays are spread. They go through the eyes to vata, to observe the object. Through eyes, it listens. So all where all the senses, the rays starts moving. And when this movement is happening, we say it attention. There can be no attention if there is no consciousness. It is okay. So attention, radiating rays is the very nature of consciousness. Is it okay? Kevin. Getting? So attention goes there, touches the object, and returns back. When it returns back, the memory comes that Ravindra. If there is no memory, what happens? The object is seen but not recognized. So who recognizes? How recognition happens that this object is Ravindra? Because of the memory. Why you are so well? Such simple thing I am talking, and you are great as people. This is the basic thing I am talking today. This is the very base. From here our journey goes more deeper. A object is recognized only then when there is a memory already in the computer. Mind is nothing but a computer. Mind is not altogether. So memory tells, recognizes. So with the help of memory, the object is recognized that it is Ravindra. Suppose a child is kept aloof and he has not developed his memory. So what will happen? There is no memory. Everything is there. Consciousness is there. Attention is there. The eyes, our senses are there. The functioning of attention is already happening. But there is no recognition because there is no memory. So memory is also needed for functioning. Is it okay? Ravindra is recognized. Object is recognized. Again, what is the whole process? What is prior? What is the first thing? Consciousness. If it means consciousness is all, everything is secondary. One should worship this consciousness. And how this consciousness can be worshipped? By remembrance. Sometime you ask me, huh? It means you got something. Don't say you have not got anything. Remembrance means what? This consciousness is the real thing one should search, one should value. You value unnecessary thing, mind, feeling, anger, jealousy, hatred, this, that, what not. This is all shit, my dear. But we are so habitual of eating all the time this shit. Shit, cow shit, horse shit, elephant shit. All the time wasting our life 60, 70, 80 years. No, we don't think. I am. not knowing what I am. Such a simple thing. Everything happens, are happening because of consciousness. Is it okay? It simply means consciousness is the highest God. Does- Isn't it? Highest God should be worshipped. Should be worshipped. He is Bodhi said by remembrance. Can one say anything else? How you can remember anything? Good. ताली दे दो आज निर्मल सिंह को. By paying attention to it. Is that so? Consciousness, which is the source of attention, should be paid attention. That is तेरा तुझको आया समझ. Yours returns back to you. That's real meaning of तेरा तुझको अर्पण. That attention comes back and sees its very source and merges into it. When it merges into it, what happens? Pardon? One with what? Becomes one with what? क्या निर्जा छिपके बैठती है आजकल? हाँ, with itself. Becomes one with itself. Okay, no problem. He is also right, becomes one. No problem. Sometime I shake you little, confuse you little. When you are sure, you are very egoist. हो जाए. So I check the surety. When one becomes one with it, when one becomes one or one with it, what happens? Yeah, of course. Huh? Correct. Enlightenment does not happen. This is enlightenment. हो जा. See, I enlightened you. 1 million rupees. Otherwise, it is a word. Enlightenment. Nobody knows what is enlightenment. Waiting, one day it will happen. By hook or by crook, by doing this, by doing that. Nobody knows. And when enlightenment happens, or it is enlightenment, what happens? What it means? Pardon? Then become one. It means you are gone. It means you have committed suicide. Oh, yeah. This is committing suicide moment to moment. Now you tell me you want to become enlightened or not. It is not living moment to moment, it is dying moment to moment. क्यों स्वरूप भारती जी? Grass is growing by itself. When it becomes one, one with it, merges and mingled, it means you have disappeared, isn't it? And the very disappearance of you is the arrival of him. Then you are not and he is. When you are, he is not. When he is, you are gone. The absence of me is his presence. Now, if you want to say, you can say, I am that. The drop has fallen in the ocean. The ray has returned to its very source. When it returns to the source, it becomes the source. I hope you will not forget this map. Consciousness is like a sun. It raises, are moving, going out, coming in through the senses. Through the senses, the acquaintance of the surrounding, what is the universe, the world. But we prefer, we give value to the body, to the senses, to the mind, to the memory, and always forget the source. Remember the source, and you have solved everything. There is no need of dodging. You call dodging what? Huh? Pendulum. What pendulum is doing? Tell me what pendulum does. We are interested in so many things, but they are all unnecessary. And they strengthens all this shit. When you believe them, you follow them, you learn them, you do them. Does anything solve? I'm not saying not to. First thing you must remember. Don't feel that I am against all this. Not at all. But I'm also not in favor. Why? Because it strengthens your forgetfulness. You are more and more dependent on all these things. You forget yourself and seeking the needle where it has not fallen. People are interested into all these things. What you want to learn, what you are going to gain. At the cost of forgetfulness, it means your sleep is deepening. On the one side, you want to break the sleep. On the other side, you strengthen it. Hoja. This I call walking north and south together. learn to see the false as false, otherwise forget spirituality, otherwise forget enlightenment, forget self-realization, just forget them. How you can move this side and backward also, go in one direction. No, there is a end to know. This body is a great mystery. Thousand kind of therapies are to treat this body, to help this body to remain healthy. Can body remain healthy? Just think. I'm not saying, I'm not saying ignore it. Keep this in mind. But what you are doing, you are paying your attention to unnecessary things. Now it is a truth. There can be truth. Okay. You have some problem in the air and you press here, by the way, and it may become okay. And thousand type of things are there. Acupressure, Ayurveda, allopathy, bush flower, bark flower, astrology, stones. What is not there? But when you go into these things, what happens? You are going into the wrong direction at the cost of, this is at the cost of soul. You are selling your soul. You are wasting your soul. Waste. It is yours. Nobody is bothered. It is your choice, your freedom, your wisdom, your stupidity, whatever. But at least understand what is happening. That is my only concern. To show you how things are. There is a lot of beliefs, endless beliefs you have. Somebody come, he knows a little bit of thing, you become interested in it. And he feels also great because he is recognized. Now he is going to express what he knows or she knows. Now this is the only chance to prove. And if you become convinced, you think this, yes, you know something. You can do something. You are a god, maybe little. Now this kind of darkness is strength. A seeker of the truth remain on the straight line. You may do anything, but you must understand what is what. Otherwise, you are nourishing wrong beliefs. You are strengthening your ego. You are entering into more darkness where it will be even more difficult to come out. Just learn one thing, solve one thing, what you are. And I have shown you the area. I have shown you the picture. Now you have to practice. Practice I cannot do for you, but I can tell you, I can show you, I can help you in this way. That where is the needle, where one should look, but you are wasting time here and there. Since years, 30 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, I see sannyasin, Osho sannyasin, forget other people. I'm not bothered. They are nowhere. And I'm surprised why they are nowhere. What went wrong? Because they are interested in this kind of thing. Yesterday I talked about fear. One Dr. Saab is here from Haryana, Delhi. He wants to buy those books. As if reading those books, he will be out of fear. Oh, yeah. No, must read, no problem. But that is how you want to know the fear, want to get out of the fear without knowing what you are. What you are knows no fear on the very first place. Because there is light and light and light. Light never meets darkness. But you want to fight with the darkness. Can you win? Solve one thing. Understand what you are. Then you do whatever you want to do. When then you are not cheating others, you are not cheating oneself. Otherwise, there is no end to it. You take millions and millions and millions and trillions birth, you cannot solve anything because you are searching on the wrong spot. Back to the source, back to oneself. And there you see the sun of consciousness is bright, full light, self-effulgent, uncreated, eternal, infinite, and just there you just are. When you just are, you are peaceful, you are at peace, blissful, showered with benediction. If you know, if you understand what is attention and the source of it, consciousness, because consciousness is everything is. If there is no consciousness, nothing is. So it means consciousness is all. If there is no consciousness, what is? And consciousness knows that it can know this also. That is it is double-arrowed system. It can become aware of the other and it can become aware of itself. It can know the other, it can know itself also. There is no someone in the background who is knowing. Don't get confused. The knowingness is the very nature of consciousness. When you just are returned back, merged with the source is. Now, if you want to identify as yourself, you can say, you just are. When you just are, you cannot be without knowing. When you are, it means you be. That is a state of being. When there is a being, there is a knowing. Now knowing nothing but knowing. Here, you are not knowing anything, just knowing, just being. Pure existence. This existence is not divided. It is not mine or your, it just is. It is all one piece. Two disappears. When two disappears, it is difficult to say even one. When you say one, the counting starts. It gives the feeling of two. If you say no two, it is self-effulgent. In this light, in this knowingness, in this beingness, whatever you do, even if you kill somebody, it is a virtue. Though you will not even kill a mosquito in this state. But even if you kill somebody, it is not a sin, it is a virtue. But when you do things with identified consciousness, whatever you do, it is a sin. It is not virtue to feed the poor. The virtue is know what you are. That is the very source of virtue. Then whatever you do. It is difficult. It is almost impossible to do wrongs. Now you have a list of right and wrongs, and everyone has his own list. Hindu have different, Muslim different, Christian different. Eh? What is right for the Hindu is wrong for the Christian or the Muslim. So everybody has his own list. This bogus list. When you just are, whatever you do is right. You don't need any code. Whatever happens in that light, in that knowingness, in that beingness, is happening in the light, is not happening in the dark. Sooner or later, I wanted to share with you a guided meditation. For that, the background was needed. So I made the background. This is a guided meditation witnessing. Okay? So one day we will do that. Witnessing, a state of witnessing and how it happens and what is witnessing. Okay, let me have a taste. What you understand about witnessing? What is witnessing? Everybody talks about. What is witnessing? Yeah. Being the observer. Being the observer is witnessing. Who told you, sir? He is very, very great master. Somebody has told you or you understand. Observer is the problem. Observer is the nasty fellow. Anybody else? See, you people are sannyasin, many of you. Okay? And you know witnessing. I come to you. You talk about I am aware, I am witnessing. Do you think other people, these people working in the garden, they are not observing? No, they are working in the garden. They don't have any observation or the capacity to observe. What is the difference between witnessing and observing? What you are saying, witnessing is observing. Okay, yeah. Ah, being passive, what happens? See, nobody knows. Yeah.
Observing while you are also aware of the observer is witnessing.
Give him, give him a big. Somebody wanted to say something, yes?
Accepting what is happening.
Ah, is witnessing. Huh? Okay. You say it again, what you said.
I said observing while you are also aware of the observer is witnessing.
When you become aware of the observer, at the time of observing, the observer disappears, and that is witnessing. You understood? I will explain in the guided meditation. Okay? While observing, if you become aware of the observer, you fall into witnessing state. That is witnessing means not observing anything in particular. Okay, Ranjan? So what is that? It is a state of just mirroring. Then the consciousness has the quality of a mirror. Mirror does not observe, isn't it? But it reflects. Mirror is passive. Observer is active. Observer is ego. Witnessing is no ego. So we'll go through this meditation. When you are listening, your attention is single arrow. When it becomes double arrow, the same attention knows the object and knows the knower also. In that very process, knower disappears. What remains? A mirror-like quality of consciousness. That is called Sakshi Chetna. Otherwise, Chetana is not Sakshi. Otherwise, Chetana is Tadatma Chetana, identified consciousness. Now, here, the consciousness is not identified. Disidentified consciousness is witnessing. How you became aware, how you know that? What is the source? Ranjan, what you said, what is the source? It suddenly happened, revealed, or what? Or somewhere you got from my talk, or what?
Might
Huh?
might be I got you got
Huh? Knowingly or unknowingly, you made me happy by asserting very right thing. While observing, if one observe the observer also, then both disappears. The observed and the observer. What remains is witnessing. Witnessing means witnessing nothing. Witnessing means reflecting what just is. With no involvement. No involvement. Witnessing is a state of no involvement. Witnessing is a state of just mirroring. In that very state, everything is just itself. If you develop this state, stabilize into this state, ultimately, when it is totally stabilized, this is what is called enlightenment. So remember, such a simple thing. You have opened the lock, the key was with you. Just remember, all the time you are in a mode of observation. Observe when there is a observation, there is a observer. It means the consciousness is arrowed and towards the object. It is narrowed. When the observer is observed, it opens up. It is not narrowed. It just is. This is a state of blessing and benediction. This is a state for which you are working. This is a state for which you have come for 40 days. Okay. So let us get ready for the meditation. Okay. तेरा तुझको अर्पण.